Welcome to Private Money Secrets. I'm Keith Yackey and I'm your host, and all we talk about here is private money, real estate, and some other fun stuff. Grab your favorite beverage. Let's dive in. Have you heard the statement that you'll see what you want to see, you'll hear what you want to hear? I think we've all heard that statement. I know I have. And it's interesting because we are heading down in such a interesting time here as a nation, in America, as the world. You know, people are seeing and hearing what they want to see in everything. There's ads, advertisements, same thing, being sent to you based on all of the decisions you've made in the past, things that you like. They're serving it up hot. But if you've seen the movie The Social Dilemma, you'll realize that a lot of the things that you think are being fed to you, and as much as you think you're an original thinker, and so did I, we're probably not as original as we think, which is fine. That's cool. Good to know, good to understand. But the principle of is you'll see what you want to see, you'll hear what you want to hear, is just as true in real life as it is in the fake social media world. If you watch the presidential debates, you'll see people that loved Trump say, this is what he said and this is what Biden said. You're like, well, that's not exactly what happened. Or if you like Joe Biden, you'll be like, well, this is what Biden said and this is what Trump said. And you're like, well, that's not exactly what was said either. But this principle that we see what we want to see, hear what we want to hear, while it's becoming super obvious on social media because of the election coming up and the debates and everything that's being fed us and all that good stuff, it's becoming more obvious that this does happen to us. But what's more not obvious, and I think even more damaging, is we see what we want to see and hear what we want to hear in terms of our life, our success, what we think we can do, what we think we can't do, what we think we should do, what we think we should not do. And what's happening is we're believing stories that other people are putting out there that are negative, and we're adopting those, and we're shunning the positive things. If you look around our world today and you see that sickness has gone down by quite a bit, I'm not talking about the COVID thing, but just by and large, and you think of all the positive things that are out there, all the motivational videos, all the how-to tutorials, all the good positive stuff, and there's people that are grasping onto those videos, the how to do this, the how to do that, and they're figuring shit out, and they're moving their life forward, and they're building empires, and they're building kingdoms, and they're building businesses and families and brotherhoods, and all these things are being built. It's positive. There's people seeing the positive in the world and saying, I'm going to run with that shit. And they're going and building stuff. And then there's others that are seeing the same stuff, but they're seeing the negative in it. And they're letting their internal dialogue be dictated by the negative. What's the point, Keith? The point is what we're seeing happen at large, red versus blue, people hearing what they want to hear, not hearing what they want to hear, people saying what they want, hearing and seeing what they think they're hearing and seeing. And I don't think any of us is immune to this, myself included. We're seeing on a very large scale what's been happening for years and years and years on a very small scale in your own life. You're hearing what you want to hear, you're seeing what you want to see. If somebody says, hey, you can do this, are you hearing that you can do it? Or are you hearing that if I can do this, that means that there's other people who can't, and maybe I'm one of those? Do you see how deadly these little conversations can be in our head? We hear that 9 out of 10 businesses fail within the first year, and 9 out of those 10 fail in the next 5 to 10 years. I don't know what you heard when I just said that, But for me, I just go, I've never been a part of the last 90%. I've always thought of myself as a top 10% of everything I do, or else why fucking do it? So when they tell me 9 out of 10 businesses fail, I go look around the world. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are just fillers. They're losers. They don't care if they're mediocre. They don't care if they're average. And I just go, that's not me. So that statistic doesn't fucking apply to me. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying, people? And I know I'm getting worked up, but it's true. 9 out of 10 businesses fail in the first year. Well, good. I'm glad I won't be a part of those 9. Now, obviously, I have to be strategic. I can't just go in there on my good looks and animal charisma, animal magnetism. I just botched a great quote. Sorry. I can't just saunter in and figure it's going to work out. No, I have to plan and be strategic. But that's what I've done my whole life. I go, okay, how do we win? What's the answer to winning? I want to win. I'm not going to be a part of the 9 out of 10 that lose. I'm going to be the one that wins. But that's what I've chosen to hear my whole life. 9 people can't do this. Well, that's fine. That's their problem, not mine. Do you see what I'm talking about here? And that was just a choice that I got to see. I go, well, I like winning. I like being on the winning team. I don't like losing. That feels shitty. And if I have a choice of whether I get to win or lose, I would rather fucking win. So I want to associate with those who win. What did they do? I want to learn from them. That's why I have mentors and coaches in every aspect of my life. Because I want to win. I'm tired of losing. I don't like losing. I hate the taste of losing. And that doesn't necessarily mean I'm an ultra competitive person. I'm not trying to sound like, oh, Michael Jordan on you, because actually I'm not that competitive in that regard. I just don't like experiencing less than what I could be experiencing if I actually listened to the positive voices and followed that train. That's what I'm choosing to hear. And I know I went a little bit around the back of the barn on this one, but I want you to see it from all angles. I choose to see what winners choose. That's it. That's the only difference. Do I take L's? Do I take losses? Of course I do. But I don't ever think I'm a loser. I don't ever think I could be one of those 9 that fails. I think, what do we have to do to make sure that we're not one of those 9? Because I will never be a part of that class. I don't want to understand the way they think. I don't want to know what they talk about. I don't give a shit. What do the 1 out of 10 do? What do the 1 out of 99 do? What do they do? That's where I want to be linked. And I think that's a very positive thing for us to be spreading nowadays. So people are hearing what they want to hear. They're seeing what they want to see. But you get to choose what you hear and you get to choose what you see. Choose wisely. Choose winning. Choose winners. That's what you need to do. Have a great day. All right, so if you're wanting to learn how to raise more private money, go to www.privatemoneypro.com, www.privatemoneypro.com, where I can show you how to be a private money pro. Take care and go rock it.